No?
No.
What do you mean?
Well, I feel stuck because okay, I feel stuck in that I'm not planning for my future. I'm living too much now.
And what's the stuck state? Because that's what's happening. That's the consequence. What is the stuck state?
What and overwhelming too. I feel overwhelmed by moving forward and confused about what to do.
Okay.
But I'm stuck in a state of acceptance where I am in my ability to move.
How's acceptance a stuck state? So I can understand.
Well, acceptance in that I've got a job. I think I know. I probably believe more than
I think it's a curse to have a job, especially if it begins with J, J-O-B.
yeah.
Ugh. I have my life's purpose.
Yeah, well, I've got a job.
That's what I'm doing.
That is, I'm conditioned to believe that I should be lucky to have that job. I'm stuck in things I like.
Mm.
On the outside there.
It's all right.
Is there someone come in?
No.
No?
No.
I heard someone out there or something. Rita, did you was the door locked? Yeah. When you came in? Yeah, we had to buzz. Yeah. Someone
Well, it's probably someone let themselves in.
let themselves in. Oh, that distracted me.
That's okay. Probably cleaners. So.
The acceptance is in where I'm at, which is a very dangerous place to be.
Okay, that's sort of rationalization. That isn't a stuck state. Well, that's okay. Watch out. You all right?
Yeah.
You're not coming in here, are you?
No.
Good. So still with the confusion and overwhelm. When did you last have that? That you got out of it? I don't mean because you're describing being in it now, but when have you been in it in the past and actually got out of it in relation to something?
I don't know, but I know I must have done.
Yeah, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
No. Very overwhelmed just thinking about it.
Yeah, well, that'll happen.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so what do you want instead? Because the key is you find out one and then four.
Well, what I'd like instead is to
Hmm?
I don't know, what I'd like instead is just to know that there is lots more choices in my life.
Well, that will just lead to more overwhelm.
Okay.
That won't do you any good. So what do you want to do that's going to be a doing and an action and shift you? Unless you like staying overwhelmed and confused, because I can give you more choices about how to get more overwhelmed and confused.
So am I allowed to have clarity?
Well, I would say so. But how will that lead to an action? So philosophically, it sounds nice.
Yeah, okay. Probably right. Hmm. What would I like instead?
No. What would you like to do? Yes, the doing is the important bit.
So I need
Because
to-
you're not doing now.
No.
So what would you like to do instead?
Well, I'd like to take action.
Yeah.
I'd like I feel stuck just thinking about it. I'd like to have more energy in the doing. I suppose it's more about being more. What is it about? I don't know. Well, I'm obviously in a stuck state because when I try and think about it, I can't even think about it. So what I would like instead is to not see the bigger picture, but to see smaller bits of it.
Okay, philosophically, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's
so I'm
called,
more
it's called
philosophical.
clarity, probably. So what do you want to do? If you get clarity, what do you do?
Take action, don't you?
Well, that's what I would do. What would you do?
Take action. I'd like to be more active in. That's not. Sorry, I seem to be totally and utterly brain dead.
Well, I doubt it, because being totally and utterly brain dead would probably mean you're dead. So,
well, that's quite reassuring in that case then.
well, it is, because otherwise I'd be talking to dead people.
That's my world. Welcome to it. So I need to have my feet more on the ground. I'll be a bit more full of common sense.
Well, we all know about common sense. Common sense isn't that common.
Right, okay. I'd just like to take more.
Take more action.
Yeah, I'd like to be more motivated to take action.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but I'm stuck.
Have you ever had that in your life, motivated to take
Yeah,
action?
very many times.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I did have that. Yeah.
Well, that'll work then, because the reason I was going over that is because to take action is just not enough. But motivated to take action means there is an emotion there and there's a concept there, rather than just concept, which is like clarity. So motivated to take action. Cool. Now, when you tell me you remember a time in the past where you had confusion and overwhelm and you moved out of it. So if you think back to that time, that event, what happened next?
So it came to a point where I had to do something about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and when you had to do something about it, what was you feeling or?
Real determination.
Okay. So real determination.
Yeah.
And what was that? Well, okay, look, I can accept real determination, and I'd say that's here. I would say that there would have been a state that led to real determination.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in fact, this even might be the end state.
Okay.
But pretend you didn't hear that,
No.
because you're still overhearing confusion and overwhelm.
So from the confusion and overwhelmment,
Mm-hmm.
I actually caused a situation where it came to a head, sort of.
Did you?
Yeah.
You little minx. And what did you do? What did you do?
I left my ex.
Uh-huh.
So
So what, in terms of the emotion, got you to leave?
with the sheer fact I didn't have the strength to do it anymore.
But you did something. So you had the strength to do something,
Yeah.
as in you left.
Yeah.
So what was that emotion in leaving?
Probably anger.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. And all right. So I would say that we've got anger here. Because it's anger to leave. So that sounds like there's an away from and a towards.
Well, what happened was my father died, and I had to reevaluate my life.
Mm-hmm.
Where
And
I was going.
yeah, and in the reevaluation, when you was coming out of confusion and overwhelm, when you started the reevaluation, what was your feeling? What was the emotion? That then led to anger.
Fear first.
Mm-hmm. What was the fear about?
Well, how in heck was I going to manage with 3 children?
Mm-hmm.
And, financial security,
Mm.
insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became confusing, but it became a fear of staying as well. That's the way.
Well, in the fear of staying, because that's what I think would work. What was you saying in the fear of staying?
Well, that if I was lucky enough to die of a heart attack, and that really was what I was saying, at 6 I've got another 20. So, in that marriage, which was longer than I've been pregnant.
Mm-hmm. So bottom line was, if you stay, you're going to die.
Well, I was getting ill, so I was.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be scary enough. So create movement. Okay. So actually, yeah, we'll get rid of that. Or, well, we'll put it aside because I think that's your chain. I'm just running it through my own mind and neurology to make sure that'll work. And I think that'll work. Well, it works for me. Yeah, that'll do. We have a chain. All right. So come and have a seat. So I need to borrow your knuckles.
If I haven't talked about it, it's strange.
Well, because you move through it. That's the thing. So you move out of where you was when you was thinking in one particular place. Because what happens is the person gets associated. So, which hand would you like?
On my right.
Okay. So that one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do it on these knuckles. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, just put them like that. Not like that, like that.
Right.
No, like that. That's it. Yeah. Then I can reach then. Good. Now, what I want you to do is close your eyes and think of real confusion. Think of real confusion and overwhelm, what that feels like, what you say to yourself in your head, what it feels like, what your breathing's like, what your physiology is like, because you have that real confusion. Okay, then open your eyes around the room. And how many cameras are in the room?
One. I think.
Well, I've got one on my phone.
Oh, of course you have.
You've probably got one on your phone as well.
That's true.
Yeah. And there's two on that
Six,
two on that
seven,
laptop as
2,
well,
8, 9.
because there's an external cam plugged in to the laptop, and then there's a cam on the laptop.
Way out there now.
Well, never mind. Okay, close your eyes. Think that confusion and overwhelm. Feel it. Be there. See. Okay, open your eyes, have it around the room. And how many light bulbs can you see?
See 4. There's 4 behind me and 5, 4, 8, 9. 9.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, good. And what happens?
Horrible.
Okay, look around the room, clear the screen in your mind. Right, so I want you to think of a time when you was scared for your life. You think in your head that I'm gonna live. Okay, got time?
Yeah.
Okay, clear your screen then, have a look around the room. And how many leaves are there in that picture?
102.
Probably 108. Do you know about 108?
No, it makes 9.
Hmm?
9 means go with your spiritual purpose.
Oh, okay. That wasn't what I was going to say.
What does it mean then?
Well, 108 is an auspicious number.
Is that
Yeah. Anyway, close your eyes. Think of that fear. Feel the fear. Okay. And have a look around the room. And how many blue objects are there in the room?
Nine. Depends if you count jeans or not.
Well, I was, yeah, and
Yeah.
tops.
Oh, I got blue on. I forgot I got blue on. I was looking at these.
Right. Okay. So what happens? Okay, look around the room, clear screen in your mind. And then you think about anger, time you felt really angry and like, I wasn't going to, just think of that, close your eyes, feel that anger, be there, see what you see, hear what you heard, feel what you felt.
I was laughing at myself.
Okay, open your eyes around the room. Okay, and as you thought about that anger, was you looking at yourself or was you looking through your own eyes? Okay, that's right. So close your eyes, feel that anger. Okay, so what's the smile about at the end of that?
Because I get amused by how I am when I get angry now.
Yeah.
Because it's funny. Even within myself now, the anger is funny.
Mm.
Because I view anger differently now. I mean, I was actually swearing in my head while I was angry there, which was quite funny. So there was this dual thing, really. I was actually, I was just saying I'm so pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that kind of, I find it amusing within myself to be angry.
Mm. Okay, just checking. So, what's your phone number backwards?
It's 18444730610.
Okay, close your eyes and connect with real determination. A time in your life when you felt real determination, complete and utter real determination. Real determination.
Yeah.
Okay, open your eyes around the room. And again, I'm just curious, what was he smiling about?
Oh, because I was stood in the headmaster's office giving him the right roller about one. So that again was quite amusing retrospectively, that I had that amount of ferocity inside me to just go and do it. At that point I wasn't particularly confident in this, and I was going to do it anyway. I think it's the amusement of how you make that things work for you when you get that lovely feeling of it's quite a joyful feeling being determined. You know, it's I think the smile was the fact that I connected with it really well. I really felt it in the pit of my stomach that this is it, and nobody's. I became a rock. It was really. I became visually. I could see a rock, and it was like, right, okay, this is it then.
Okay.
That's why the smile was there, because it was so strong. It was lovely.
Okay, close your eyes and be there now, and have those words in your head. Have those words in your head really loud. All right, so look around the room, clear the screen in your mind. All right. So, what happens?
I didn't even have to do it. It started to build up before.
That's right, because you could see me doing it. Okay, good. All right, so close your eyes, look around the room, and just
Close your eyes, look
close around. Yeah, that's all right.
I'll do my best.
Well, just pretend.
Yeah.
And then notice what happens.
Yeah, that is awful. That is weird. Yeah. Love it. It even feel bigger when that happens. It's like the whole of me, I feel so strong. Quite incredible.
Okay. So, because breathe.
I can do this.
Well, you are doing this. So what's happening?
What's happening, or what was happening?
What is happening?
Well, there's a connection going somewhere deep inside of me that is making an alteration in my thought.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that very strongly, that I don't know what it is, but there's something happened to the left side of my body there that seemed to be a readjustment. Something. And it's almost, while I was crying, there was this, I just felt as if something happened and there was a shift, and then there was a coming together in my mind, which was, first of all, I just felt overwhelming. I just wanted to cry and cry. And then it was like, normally if I want to cry and cry, if I'm on my own, I'll do it. If I'm in public, I don't, obviously. But then it was like, when you said breathe, it felt like this just change taking place in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's what was happening. I don't feel that
Change is
anymore.
good.
Yeah.
Don't feel what anymore?
I don't feel that overwhelmment anymore.
Oh no.
It's like,
Sorry.
that's amazing. Like there's been a clearing of something.
How confusing.
Mm. No, it feels lovely. I feel it. I felt the word peace, just peace. Oh, no, it's lovely. As that happened.
Another piece of the jigsaw.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do is complete the picture by adding in some swish patterns now. So, what I want you to do is close your eyes, and I want you to, in the screen of your mind, have a old image of confusion. And as you have that old image of confusion, I want you to take a moment and notice, is it in colour, black and white? And the most important thing is, are you looking through your own eyes?
Yes.
Excellent.
Black and white.
Excellent. So then open your eyes around the room. Good. So, oops. What you're going to do is get them swished together. So then close your eyes and get the picture related to fear. Picture related to fear. Fear for your life. Very particular type of fear. Fear for your life. Get a picture of that. And let me know, is that in colour, black and white? Is that moving or still?
It's moving.
Uh-huh. And
It's kind of, that's black and white. It's dark.
mm-hmm. And where's that located? Roughly. Yeah. And is it in focus? Defocused?
Well, it's so dark, it's not in focus. It's more of a feeling than a picture.
Yeah. And are you looking through your own eyes or?
Through my own.
Excellent. Okay. Then open your eyes around the room. Look at all these scary people. And then close your eyes. And I want you to get a picture of anger. Picture of anger. That's it. Hear the swearing. And all that caper. So I have that picture, and is that in colour, black and white? Is it moving or still? Is it?
Colour.
And how close to you is it? Is it near, far?
Right.
Okay, excellent. And then open your eyes around the room, clear the screen. And then close your eyes, and I want you to get a picture of real determination. Picture of real determination. And this time, make sure you're looking at yourself, seeing yourself with real determination. See how you look with real determination. The physiology you have of real determination. And then notice the significance you have as you have real determination. Notice how you have a sense of love and contribution with that real sense of determination. And a sense of certainty. A real certainty that comes from being like a rock, and this is how it is. That's it. And then as you have that picture, open your eyes around the room. Good. So we're going to get those all to swish in a moment. So we've got all the pictures. So close your eyes, get the first picture of confusion and overwhelm, and then in the bottom right, in the bottom left-hand corner, I want you to see a small version of all those other pictures. That's it. Brilliant. And when I touch your knuckles, you're going to have each one just explode up big and bright across the screen of your mind. Okay, So you ready? Got those pictures? Excellent. So now, as I touch the first one, have that explode big and bright, the fear, and then anger explodes big and bright. And then as you have that, the real determination comes and explodes across the screen in your mind now. And then open your eyes around the room. How was that?
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I love that feeling. It's just incredible.
Which feeling?
The feeling of determination, that strength.
Excellent. Yeah, that's a good one to love. Yep. And then look around the room and close your eyes. And then go out to a time in the future where you could have had some confusion and overwhelm, and just notice what happens now.
Not even there.
Not even there.
No,
So what is there?
Well, it's just kind of like feeling of, oh, bollocks, really. It's just, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling that, why? What was the problem there, Tricia? Why did you feel that way? You know, it's not, I just feel so centered. It's lovely.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. And what happens as you're feeling centered?
I just say to myself, what was the big deal? What is the big deal? Just do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then go out to a situation months from now, 6 months from now, and just notice what happens in life now.
I just feel so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just see myself just doing it without any feeling of, well, without just feeling lovely.
Excellent. Good. So then open your eyes, have a look around the room. Good. There you go.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done.
Bless you. Sit and do that feeling now.
Why not? Okay. So there you go. Chaining anchors with some swishing.
So you touch them all at the same time? No?
Well, what do you mean all at the same time?
Well, from my angle where you were saying think of this. Was it all at the same time?
Well, yes, one after the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't really see.
Yeah, that's all right. It's just touch one, then the next, and so as you go to touch, you just lift off. So you touch one, touch next, lift off, touch next, lift off, touch next, lift off. Yeah. So you just want at that stage to be clear about what the states are, so you can pretty much tell them what to do and to tell them what they're gonna be swishing up on the screen. But yeah. It's as straightforward as that. Yeah, I suppose the only thing in finding the states, then putting them on the knuckle, I calibrated for each one. The reason being, it gave a rehearsal of each one, more than me needing to calibrate to it. It just gets us to do it twice. So then when I do it, it's a lot easier. So I will do that sometimes. can ask, because once you've set the anchor, the chaining anchors, the person should move through it quite quickly. So you can ask them to slow it down. Just say to them, close your eyes and imagine it's all slowed down. So that gives you time to get the swishing in there. You all right with that? Okay. Yeah, key as always is the last picture is dissociated. The last picture must be them looking at themselves. Yeah. Any questions before you go and do it? Good. Okay. So if you go in the group 3, enjoy.